Yo, what's good everybody? This is Demiro Beats back at you with another tutorial. This is actually going to be a very simple one. You do need one plugin for this, and it's called Kickstart 2 by Cable Guys or Nicky Romero. It is a very cheap plugin. It's like 16 or 18 bucks or something like that. And I'll have a link for it in the description. But I recommend you get it because it is a great sidechain plugin, first of all, and second, it's going to honestly make your life a lot easier after you watch this tutorial. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'll play this beat first and let you hear it, and then show you what I'm going to do with it. Okay. So I just basically started it, something simple. What I want to do is, I feel like the kick has the bass has a bit too much of like a flick in it, and it's interfering with the kick. So I want the kick to basically overpower it, and I want the bass to duck out when the kick is on. Okay. So what I'm going to do to accomplish that is, first of all, I'm going to insert a MIDI out track right here, and I'm going to just send this to port 1, and you'll see why in a little bit later. I'm going to copy the kick pattern and paste it into the MIDI out. Okay, you're not going to hear anything from here. It's just going to send MIDI data. Okay, this is raw MIDI data. That's all it is. Now, the reason we're sending it to port 1 is because in the mixer, we're going to go and find our bass track, which is right here. Then we're going to go and add Kickstart 2. Should look something like this. And then you're only going to do this. You're going to hit MIDI. And then you're going to click this little settings wheel with the kind of plug icon. And then you're going to put input port as number 1. This has to match whatever number this is. So if you put input port 5 or 6 or 7, it has to be input 5, 6, or 7. Okay, this has to match that. So I'm just going to put it back to 1. And now you'll see the magic happen. So let's see. So if you notice, this only reacts every time the kick hits and the bass is being played. So every time the bass is sending a signal through this plugin and the kick hits at the same time, it's going to duck the 808 while the kick is playing. That is what this is for right here. Now you can adjust the speed of that here. You can make it an eighth note, quarter note, half note, or one full note. I might recommend doing an eighth note because it's a quicker one. And you don't really notice it too much. You don't want to have it too in your face that's like, crazy. I think I might edit the envelope here and go to extreme short or maybe high chain. And then I think I'm gonna play with the mix a little bit, because if you bring this down, it won't drastically hit it as hard. Just to let some of it slide through. And let me play this now without the kick being active, and you can just hear the MIDI data against the 808. So you hear every time there's a kick, it would duck that. Whereas before it was just a steady 808 the entire time, every time the kick hit. So really, this works in many different applications. You could use it for if you want the melody or like some chords to duck out every time a kick hits. If you're trying to sidechain a kick to certain things in a song, this plugin is great for all of that. But if you're trying to send MIDI data and have it sidechain to the MIDI data, this is by far the best plugin to do it, and the best way to do it. Very simple and easy. Like I said, all you need to do is insert a MIDI out track, send this to port 1, go onto your 808 channel, wherever that might be, then insert Kickstart 2, click MIDI, click the settings wheel, change input port to 1 or whatever number this is, and you're literally done. Then you can play with it however you want. This mix will just adjust the harshness of it, and then you can duck below certain frequencies if you want. If you hit band and activate this, you can have it only affect like a really low end. And that's, I mean, this plugin is so good. I use it on everything that I'm trying to sidechain, or if I'm trying to have a little bit of space under something. It's so great. So yeah, that's it. If you like this tutorial, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next as far as tutorials go. And I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully it helps. See you guys. Peace.